Causa.
Thank you.
it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Decatur High School's administration, faculty, staff, and students welcome you to Seahawk Gymnasium, your host for tonight's Bayside Boys basketball. Tonight we welcome the Crabbers from Crisfield High School. If I could have your attention for some important announcements. Stephen Decatur High School welcomes everyone to tonight's contest. As each team represents their respective schools, we remind you that honoring the values of sportsmanship is the essence of every athletic contest. We ask you to accept the responsibility as a fan of this game to show respect for players, respect for coaches, respect for officials, and respect for those around you. Your support and cooperation will allow all athletes involved in this game to achieve and demonstrate their best. Please be aware this contest is being live streamed with both audio and video. Conversations in the stands may be audible on the live stream, so please be mindful when conversing, commenting, or cheering on the game. Worcester County Public Schools' #1 priority is to ensure the safety and security of our players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Help us keep our facilities and athletic venues safe by immediately reporting any safety concerns to law enforcement or school administration. Please familiarize yourself with the location of the nearest exit should an unlikely emergency evacuation be required. Remember, if you see something, say something. Now, if you would please rise and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. We ask that all gentlemen remove all hats and head coverings for the duration of the anthem. Now let's meet our starting lineup. First for the visiting Crabbers. Playing guard, a sophomore wearing 0, KJ Jones. At guard, a junior wearing #2, Martino Jackson. At forward, a sophomore wearing #5, Tejon Kenny. At forward, a junior wearing #12, Marcus Sturgis. And in the middle, at center, a sophomore wearing #15, Linwood Lee Jr. The Crabbers are coached by Andy Collins, assisted by Corey Fontaine. Now, let's meet the starting 5 for your Stephen Decatur Seahawks. At guard, a 6'3" senior wearing 0, David Chandler. At guard, a 6'2" senior wearing #4, Solomon David. At forward, a 6'6" senior wearing number 14, Judah Carmack. At forward, a 6'3" junior wearing number 20, Caleb Loring. And at guard, a 6'2" senior wearing number 23, Noah Tucker. The Seahawks are coached by B.J. Johnson, assisted by Jeff Levan, Corey Holden, and Ron Canary. Don't forget, tonight's game is being live streamed on YouTube, youtube.com/SDHS Sports. Share it with everybody who's not here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hawks Nest as the Stephen Decatur Seahawks take on the Crisfield Crabbers. My name is Sean McChrystal. I'm joined by Blake Wallace. Blake, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing amazing. We'll set the starting lineups for you. For the Seahawks, it's the usual starting five: Chandler, Solomon David, Noah Tucker, Judah Carmack, and Caleb Loring. And for the Crabbers,
we've got KJ Jones, Martino Jackson, Tajon Kenny, Marcus Sturgis, and Leo Jr.
Should be a good game tonight. Seahawks coming in with a 12-1 record, not including the Governor's Challenge because that doesn't count towards Maryland seeding.
Well,
and Crisfield coming in 1-10.
Speaking on that, does Cordoza count?
Yes, it does.
Because I was kind of under the impression, correct me if I'm wrong, they're a DC team, right?
Yes.
Or I guess they have to put them in somewhere.
Yeah. Seahawks win the tip, passing around Tucker for a three. That rattles in and out. Crisfield comes up with the rebound. Back to your point, they scheduled them in the regular season, so technically I think it does count. At least on the Maryland State basketball website it does.
Well, yeah, and you think that's the pretty official, thing for it. You think if you see it there, then it's going on.
Seahawks on the fast break. David Chandler's going to take it himself. Rolls in and out. Unusual miss for him on the easy layup.
But I feel like for some other sports, you see a lot of our teams play Delaware schools as we're kind of right on that shore border. I mean, you see a lot of Indian River and stuff like that. And I was under the impression those don't necessarily count. But I feel like
AJ's going to pull it for three. That's going to be an air ball. Sorry to cut you off there.
All good. I mean, good call on the air ball. Let's keep that up. If you cut me off means they're going to miss, then you can keep doing it all night. But so I wasn't really sure about that, but I guess Cordoza would be a closer to Maryland than necessarily Delaware would be.
Yes. Solomon David gives to Chandler. Chandler looking. Crisfield coming out in the zone. Tucker drives, stops. Nice floater. Gets that one to go. Seahawks take an early 2-0 lead.
Got 6:40 left here. But like you said, other than that, it has been a perfect 12-0 season for them.
Crisfield trying to respond to John Kenny. Gives to KJ. Chandler guarding KJ closely. Screen set by Lee. Martino Jackson, he's got 4 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think he realized. He's going to hunk up a three.
Ooh.
That one off back iron, closer than expected. Chandler got it stripped from behind. Ball will stay with the Seahawks.
I mean, my reaction said it all there. Honestly, for what you said, he didn't really expect to put a shot up there, but
exactly.
Very close. The last game I was with was the Pocomoke game, and that
They're going to try a lob to Chandler. They're going to get that one to go.
Nice floater.
Nice inbound play there.
But continuing from what I said, the last game I was at was the Pocomoke one with all these, snow reschedules. So that game was the definition of just chalking up big three balls, and all of them fell. It's honestly quite an exciting game because of that.
Crisfield running the weave. Jackson driving on David. He's going to step back. That one off the glass. Didn't touch the rim. Solomon David, he's going to drive. He's going to get the easy layup to go. Seahawks up 6-0. Defense leads to offense.
I mean, you said it best. If your defense is not making plays, it doesn't matter how many points you think you can put up.
To John Kenny now, guarded by Loring. He drives. He's going to take it. That one will not go. Chandler now gives to Solomon David. Inside to Carmack. Should have went up with it. Pass to David. Outside to Chandler. Chandler for three. That one off back iron. Ball batted in the air. Crisfield comes up with it. To John Kenny's driving. He's going to take it on Carmack. Rejected by Carmack. look for Judah Carmack to have a big game.
That shot didn't even have a chance to get up. It didn't even reach past his arm.
Ball will stay with Crisfield. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Wing 3, that one's nothing but net. Martino Jackson gets the Crabbers on the board, cuts the lead down to 3.
Yeah, only down by half now, 6-3, 4:40 to play.
Cross-court pass. Carmack has the mismatch inside. Gives to Chandler. Chandler, no-look pass to David in the corner. Solomon David's got it, and the answer.
Before Crisfield thinks they can get back into it, Solomon has something else to say.
KJ guarded by Chandler. It's going to be a tough matchup. And blocked by Chandler on the 3. He blocked to John Kenny's shot. Rarely you see that on a three-pointer.
I mean, now we've seen Judah and Dede with the block. Let's get the other 3 out there one.
It's a block party in Stephen Decatur. KJ driving, floater, off back iron. Jackson comes up with the rebound. That was sort of a long floater.
That was one of the highest ones I've seen personally.
Jackson's going to pull up for 3. That one won't go. Tucker with the rebound. Seahawks looking to push. Chandler to Solomon David. Seahawks are going to slow it down. Cross-court pass to Tucker. Loring calling for it. Nice pass inside to Carmack. He goes up with it, and he gets that one to go. Judah Carmack, look for him to have a big game. He has the size advantage.
Yes, he does. I mean, but you see kind of his matchup over there. I mean, this Crisfield team does have its size, but then it also kind of shrinks down a little bit. There's definitely a big difference between their guards and big forwards.
Martino Jackson now trying to set the offense. Gives to KJ. Screen set by Lee. KJ now hunks up a 3. That one won't go. Bad shot there. Noah Tucker running the floor. Gives to Solomon David. He's going to take the mid-range shot. That one won't go. Rebound KJ. Crisfield wants to push. 11-3, Seahawks lead. 3 minutes left. And that's going to be Martino Jackson for 3. Carmack with the rebound. Crisfield not really setting up their offense.
I'd have to agree with you. It seems like a lot of their opportunities have come from these outside long-range shots. Good shot by Caleb there.
Yes.
Timeout called.
We saw that nice pass by Tucker into Loring. We're going to have a short timeout. We'll take a break and be right back with you. Back with you after that short 30-second timeout called by Crisfield. Seahawks lead 13-3. And Blake, what are you seeing from Decatur that's leading to this early success?
I'd say, first of all, we're not really letting them get inside. We're not getting them good looks at the basket. Like I said before the break, they've just been putting up a lot of these deep shots that are not luck-based, but need a lot to happen to go in. And on the contrary, we've been able to run the court, take our time, and take high-opportunity shots at the basket.
To John Kenny now. Gives to Jackson. Jackson, tough matchup as he had Carmack on him. Kenny's going to drive. Dish out to Sturgis. He's going to pull a 3. Rebound Tucker. Chandler now directing this offense, being the leader of this team that he has been all year. Chandler almost being doubled. Solomon David for 3. That one won't go. Rebound Martino Jackson. Crisfield wants to get something going here. Screen set by Linwood Lee. To John Kenny now. Trying to find something, thought about it. Gives to Martino Jackson. Pump fake. He's going to take the mid-range instead. Air ball.
I mean, I feel like that kind of brings into my point that I was giving. I mean, not a terrible shot look, but just a lot of commotion going on there, and it just seemed like a desperate pull up there.
As we saw, pass to Tucker was intercepted and then batted around. Ball will go to Crisfield. Seahawks now switching to a 2-3 zone. KJ's going to pull up for 3. That one's too short. Chandler looking to run. Nice pass to Solomon David. He's going to take it and one.
Some contact going up there, still able to get it off, and now an opportunity for a three-point play.
Yes, he will go to the line, try to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
What are you saying? These three-ball shooters aren't the new wave? I feel like everybody thinks it's a little more exciting. People pulling up from all types of ranges, pulling up from the logo. I mean,
definitely.
It's probably one of my favorite calls in all the sports.
He will convert the three-point play. Seahawks lead 16-3, minute 26 left. As we're going to have Frankie Bucksbaum and Brett Schultz checking in.
Also, Purnell.
Yes, Purnell.
Sitting down will be Solomon, Judah, and Caleb Loing with a very efficient first 7 minutes, bringing them to a 16-3 lead.
Purnell now is going to guard KJ. As KJ's going to drive. Nice corner pass to Kenny, and he's going to get that one to go. The Crabbers cut the deficit down to 10. Purnell setting up the offense now. Struggled a little bit versus Cardoza. Pass to Tucker. Tucker for three, and the ball's stuck. That one's going to get stuck, as you said.
I mean,
so
thankfully, it's not me out there on the court trying to get the ball out. We'd be here all day.
Results in a jump ball will go to Crisfield. Sort of unfortunate there.
It is unfortunate, but, I mean, again, what else can you say? So far, it's been a pretty clean game from Decatur.
KJ to the corner to Kenny. To John Kenny. Back to the corner, and they're going to get KJ for a travel. Seahawks playing good defense so far.
Absolutely. I mean, the level did not drop, and that's one of the things that's so important about your bench is having a deep bench is you can't have the level drop from the starters or from just the different groups. You want to be able to interchange people, give people rest while still maintaining this high-level
Chandler's
offense.
going to pull up for three, and he's going to get that one to go.
What did we talk about? Looked like from the beak of the bird there.
Yeah, as you were mentioning a couple minutes ago. Crisfield can hold for the final shot. Seahawks lead 19-6. Looks like they will. KJ working on Purnell. 8 seconds left. They got to go. KJ, he's going to take it himself. Corner pass. That's going to pull up for three. Martino Jackson.
What a bang.
Gets the buzzer beater. 19-9, Seahawks lead. And as you were mentioning, the deep three ball might be the name of the game.
Might be.
We'll take a short break and be right back with you. Back with you. Seahawks lead 19-9 going into the second quarter. Blake, what does Crisfield need to do to get back in this game?
Well, I feel like we're not going to consider that last one there because that was kind of similar to what I've been saying the whole time. They just kept going and kept going and kept going. They were lucky to chalk up that shot and have it fall down, but I think they need to have better looks at the basket. I feel like they can't force the ball so much. They've got to take their time. You can see right now this Decatur offense is being very patient.
Chandler's going to pull up for three. That one's too short. Rebound, Jackson. Crisfield wants to get out and run. Nice transition defense. Pass the corner, Kenny. He's going to take it himself. Actually, he's going to pass to, couldn't see the number there, but it was blocked. Purnell's going to mid-range. That one goes.
2 points on the jersey, 2 points in the game.
KJ now really been the leader of this Crabbers team. And that one's going to get blocked. Martino Jackson, he's going to drive, poked away by Schultz. He gets it back. Passes out to John Kenny. Screen set by Brown. Martino Jackson now. That's going to be a shot clock violation, as he did not know how much time was left on the shot clock. As Elijah Fields going to check in here for David Chandler. A rare break from David Chandler.
But again, we've got to continue with what I said earlier. The level cannot drop no matter who comes in the game. But we've done a good job so far. I mean, we've rotated at least a full team's worth of guys, and the lead hasn't been cut down any worse. So 21-9 still with 6:40 to play.
Seahawks going small with this lineup. JP gives to Fields. Fake pass. He's going to shoot the mid-range off the glass. Won't go. Rebound Bucksbaum. Out to Purnell. Purnell's going to pull up from 3. Off back iron. Rebound Kenny. Kenny's going to drive. He's going to pull up, actually. Kenny out to Jackson. He's going to pull up for 3. That one, he can't get to go. Rebound Schultz.
Like you said, this is a smaller Decatur lineup with, I think, Noah Tucker leading the size
Tucker,
chart.
corner 3. That one goes.
What I was going to say before that, you're going to think I'm making it up, Bo, but for such a big man, he's got these guard capabilities. He's a great playmaker on the ball, great shooting from the wing, and pretty much from everywhere on the court, as you saw there.
He is a lethal shooter. As Martino Jackson now, guarded by Fields. Screen set by Brown. Kick out to Kenny, pump fake. Out to Jackson. No good. Rebound Tucker. Fields going. Pass up ahead to Bucksbaum. Caught it too far under the basket. Had nowhere to go. Knocked out of bounds. Crisfield ball. Seahawks lead 24-9. 5:34 left in the second quarter. As we're going to get to Caden Whittington to check in the game here.
Something that always has to be brought up throughout the game is the shoes. Where are we feeling more? Let's start with the Crisfield side. They've got, I feel like, a variety of this pink, purplish color. I mean, obviously it matches their jersey. It makes sense.
The Seahawks are more
uniform.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
As that 3 ball won't go by to John Kenny.
But that's something I've always liked. The shoes can be a form of expression out there. And I feel like in an area where there's really not much else you could do. I mean, you can wear an undershirt. You can wear a leg sleeve.
Noah Tucker's going to pull up from the D. That one won't go. That was a bit of a heat check. Brett Schultz was running back on defense as we got the offensive rebound.
I mean, that's someone you want, though. He's excited. He's ready to get back.
Elijah Fields now gives to Schultz. Schultz, bad pass, gets it taken away. Martino Jackson drives. Won't go. Rebound Schultz. Pass up ahead to Fields. Mid-range. No good. Seahawks rushing their shots a little bit.
Rushing their shots a little bit as almost a full team steps up to Greenwood to check in.
Almost like a hockey substitution.
Yeah, let's see if they can do it just as fast as them.
JP, pass up ahead to Fields. He's going to take the corner 3. That one's too strong. We got a fast break here. John Kenny.
They call a charge there?
They're going to call a charge there. Great job by JP, laying his body on the line. So we're going to have Loring, Carmack, Solomon David, and Seamus Orth check in. Only Seahawks staying in, and will be JP. Looked like it was going to be Elijah for a minute. And Tucker. Nope, Tucker's coming out. They had 6 men on the court.
A little bit of confusion here. Let's give them a second to figure it out, and then we'll get back to you guys. Looks like Tucker, Bucksbaum, Schultz, and JP are going to be taking a seat for a couple minutes here, resting up.
Oh, we're going to have a short timeout.
Perfect. We'll be back with you guys in a little bit.
Yep. Back at it, Seahawks lead 24-9, 4:12 left in the second quarter. As we're going to have a replay here of the nice corner 3. And Noah Tucker.
beautiful. Start to finish looked like it was true, and it was.
Elijah Fields, he's going to drive himself, but it was blocked by Whittington. He has quite the size advantage there on Fields.
Absolutely, but I loved his little move there, and he was kind of airborne for quite a while.
Seahawks, I think Carmack wanted a post up. He's definitely got the height advantage on Whittington. Elijah Fields trying to drive. Gives to Solomon David. They're going to get him. Took too many steps. Ball will go to Crisfield. I have to tell you, without David Chandler in this Seahawks lineup, Seahawks look a little sloppy.
I mean, maybe a little bit. But overall, we're still doing most things right. It's just that final step that we need to take to make sure we're securing baskets.
Kenny's going to take a three, and they're going to call a foul here. The three was no good. They're going to get Corley Brown for a push foul.
But, yeah, I mean, continuing what I was saying, it was kind of more of just that final step that kind of holds teams back just for a little bit. Because overall, we've been doing the things right. We're still moving the ball. We're still taking decent shots. They're just not falling.
Elijah Fields running the point, gives to Carmack. Carmack, one-on-one, he's going to take it. He had a good look. Couldn't get it to go. Might have forced it a little bit.
3:24 left to play here in the second period. 24-9, your Seahawks lead at home.
KJ now driving, free throw line extended, in and out. Offensive rebound there by Caden Whittington. He gets it to go. Looked like Carmack came away with it, but then Whittington knocked it out. Carmack calling for it. He might want to try and take it one-on-one again. He's going to give it up to Orth. Nice screen set by Carmack. Solomon David's going to drive. They're going to call a foul here. Crisfield wanted a jump ball, but they got the foul first.
What you're saying earlier with Judah there, it's not always the first person to come away with the ball. It's almost that second ball win is usually the one who comes away with it. That's why you hear it in so many sports. Don't give up on it after that initial, even if it doesn't fall your way, you got to keep fighting for it.
As David Chandler will check in. Seahawks were going small, but now they got all their tall guys out there.
We've done quite the opposite. We've kind of flipped the script in less than a quarter.
They're going to try that lob play again, and it will work. David Chandler. We saw that in the Cardoza game. That was their first time trying it.
I'll say we're about 1 foot higher away from one of the coolest plays I've ever seen in real life.
Seahawks playing great defense, only giving up 11 points. Jackson's going to drive, almost gets it taken away. KJ for three. That's
stuck twice?
Second time in the game it'll get stuck.
Stuck twice? I don't really think I've commentated a game maybe where it's been stuck ever, if once maybe.
It will stay with Crisfield as a possession arrow is with Crisfield.
Communication here between...
Whenever the ball is stuck between the glass and the rim, it is a jump ball. So possession arrow was with the Crabbers. Will stay here. KJ now working on Chandler. Chandler, Bayside Defensive Player of the Year last year. Trying to repeat again this year. Nice pass out to Kenny. Kenny gets the corner three to go. Nothing but net. Lead down to 12 for the Seahawks. David Chandler now directing the offense. He's going to take it. 2 men on him, but it can't get it to go. But Caleb Loring's there for the nice putback. He does all the little things.
He is one of those guys that you do want to be on your team, and you're glad he's on your team. He's one of the guys who definitely puts it all out there on the court. I see him on the ground more than ever, diving for jump balls.
Jackson now working on Solomon David. Martino Jackson. He's going to pull up from deep three. Tried to bank it in. Can't get it to go. David Chandler running the court. Gives to Carmack. He's going to try and take it himself, but it was blocked by Linwood Lee. Those are 2 tall dudes right there.
100%. Again, this is a pretty big lineup and for both teams.
As we're going to have Marcus Sturgis check in the game here for Caden Whittington. As they try the lob pass, this time doesn't really work. Chandler setting up this offense. Looks like he might want to ISO. Puts a nice dribble move on his defender. Can't get the layup to go. Chandler gets his own rebound. He's going to pull up for three through the double team.
It's blocked.
Yes, as you said, probably tipped. Seahawks do get it back. Seahawks might want to slow it down here. Solomon David now gives inside to Loring. Loring, that one was blocked, but they're going to get Linwood Lee on a foul. Loring will go to the line to shoot two. That is Lee's second foul. Try to extend this Seahawks lead.
I feel like something we haven't even mentioned and something I haven't even realized up until this point. This has been such a clean game for Decatur here. 0 fouls in the second period and very minimal throughout the whole game. I mean, even Crisfield, 4 in this period definitely is more than you'd think, but I feel like the first quarter as a whole for both teams was a positive and something they should look to shoot for. I mean, you try to limit it early in the game to keep you out of trouble late in the game.
First free throw will go. Trying to go 2 for 2 at the line here. Second one will go. Seahawks extend their lead 30-14. To John Kenny now, running the point, guarded by Loring. Screen set by Lee. Trying to get the switch. Kick out to Jackson. Jackson lost it, got it back to the corner. Back out to Jackson, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Corner, that's Sturgis. Won't get that one to go. David Chandler gets the rebound. He's gonna blow by everyone, and the nice pass to Solomon David. Seahawks looking amazing. Crisfield can hold for the final shot if they please. Only 10 seconds left. Pass inside to Sturgis. Won't go. Loring with the rebound. 5 seconds left. David Chandler, half court heave. No good.
So close.
Very close there. Seahawks lead 32-14. We will see you at the start of the third quarter.
If you'd kindly use the walkways provided, stay off the court. We'd appreciate it. Don't forget, concession stand is open, ready to go. All right.
Hey, can you play Tricky or Con?
No, absolutely not.
No,
Yes,
fine.
I will.
Thank you. Hey, what's 32 minus 19? Is it 13? Aren't you a math teacher?
Doesn't mean I'm a...
Ladies and gentlemen, just some scheduling updates. Tomorrow, boys basketball travels to Wycomico High School for a 4:30 and 6 o'clock tip-off in Salisbury. Indoor track travels to the Prince George's Sportsplex for regionals. Unified Strength and Conditioning is right here in the Seahawk Gymnasium versus Snow Hill. It's a 4 o'clock start. On Wednesday, wrestling is at Kent Island. Wrestle Kent Island and Hartford Tech. 4 o'clock match there. On Thursday, basketball travels to Mardella. Swimming is at Cambridge South Dorchester. Cheer travels to regionals at Hereford Community College. And then girls basketball is here versus Mardella. Then Friday, wrestling finishes up their homestand for the season versus Huntingtown. And then boys basketball is in action here against Y High on Saturday at 10:30 and 12 o'clock tip-off. Come check them out.
Back from halftime, Seahawks lead 32-14. And Blake, what are you seeing from the Seahawks that's leading to this success?
I mean, I think it's so far, it's how they've been able to move the ball together. I mean, communicate efficiently. We see it now, they've been very patient. They're not trying to force any shots, which I feel like so far has been the problem with Crisfield. I mean, can you agree with that?
Yes. Noah Tucker inside, hook shot won't go. Rebound by Linwood Lee. What a name, Linwood Lee.
That is a good name. It kind of flows throughout.
KJ now driving, puts up the mid-range shot. Rebound Carmack. He's strong when he comes down with the rebound. Chandler thought about pulling up for 3. And they are going to call a blocking foul.
Definitely unfortunate for Crisfield. You see kind of the shock on their players and their coaches' faces for that. I guess they're expecting something similar to earlier when JP got his. I mean, hard contact on both. I mean, just one of those calls that can go either way.
Yeah, exactly. Solomon David now. Crisfield coming out in this zone. Noah Tucker in the corner. Pass inside to Carmack. He couldn't come up with it. Loring ended up coming up with it. Jump ball. Ball will go to Crisfield. Decatur's going to run this full court press. First time seeing this all game.
Reflecting on another Decatur team, I'd word at the first quarter end, our Stephen Decatur girls were beating the Y-High girls at Y-High 13-9. I don't really know how that's faring because unfortunately there is no way to watch the game as it's not streamed.
They're going to get Noah Tucker for a foul. Pass up ahead to Jackson. They break the full court press. He's going to take it from the mid-range. That one didn't even hit iron. David Chandler now. He's going to take it himself. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Loring. Out to Tucker. Tucker wide open 3. In and out. I think it touched every part of the rim. Chandler looking to reset here.
So it hit every part of the basket but the net.
Yes. Noah Tucker in the corner. Seahawks really working it around the zone. Solomon David gives to Chandler. Chandler pull up 3. That one off back iron. Rebound Crisfield. KJ pushing. Tried to give it to Lee. Bounced off of him. Will stay with Crisfield as we're going to have Caden Whittington check in here for Lee. Pass to Whittington. Gives to KJ. KJ gives to Kenny, excuse me. Seahawks come up with it. Chandler now. Spin move. Gives to Solomon David. Inside to Tucker. To Loring. Great ball movement. That one was blocked. Blocked right to Carmack. And Carmack comes up with the easy 2.
That kind of continues what we brought away after halftime. Consistent ball movement, good communication. I mean, everybody having each other's back. Once the first one doesn't go, somebody's there to make sure it goes in and get them 2 points.
There's a hard fall there by Jackson. They're going to call the foul on Judah Carmack. That's his first. Great job of him staying out of foul trouble. As I believe Bucksbaum and Purnell are going to check in here. Jackson will go to the line to shoot 2. Seahawks lead by 20. First free throw, nothing but net. Purnell will come in for Chandler and Bucksbaum for Loring. With Chandler out of this game, look for the Seahawks to go to Carmack more. Second free throw will go. Martino Jackson goes 2 for 2 at the line. Purnell now is going to run the point with Chandler being out. Carmack has the size advantage on Whittington. Carmack couldn't come up with it there. Solomon David, pass got deflected. Martino Jackson running the floor. Nice pass to Kenny. He's going to pass outside to Sturgis. Sturgis, he's going to drive. And he's going to get fouled by Carmack, his second. No fouls in the first half by Carmack, but now he's got 2 already. He's got to be careful. Really, the Seahawks' only true big man.
Yeah, definitely one of the kind of bigger guys who plays that forward center role that we have. But not only 2 for him, 3 already this quarter, which is already a high, and pretty much our only fouls of the entire game.
KJ's going to pull up for 3. That one won't go. Pass up ahead to Tucker, 2-on-1, but he gets it stripped from behind. Ball will stay with the Seahawks.
Kind of flew out of his hands there, almost smacked the photographers in the face. He better hope that they're not taking any pictures of him.
Tucker to inbound. Hits Carmack inside. Ball will go to Crisfield. Carmack must have touched it last. He got it stripped away. It's hard to tell from this angle who touched it last. I'm sure the photographers got it on video.
I mean, we've talked about the shoes. I feel like the next big thing to talk about is these beautiful, I mean, to me, beautiful looking gray jerseys. How do you feel about them?
I think they're amazing. They debuted versus Cardoza, and I think they look great. As we see the nice mid-range shot there by Solomon David will go.
I'd have to agree here. I mean, I feel like they give me that retro basketball kind of vibe there with the different colors with the blue outline and kind of just like that. The text with the Decatur up top looks really, it just flows together.
As KJ is going to get the and 1, that's Judah's third. As Chandler's going to check in for Tucker. Coach Johnson showing a lot of trust in his senior Carmack, leaving him in with 3 fouls.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to with some of your best guys. They're your best guys for a reason. You know what they can do. Do you think, going back to these uniforms, that the new gray footballs had any
Could be. I didn't think of that, but
I mean, football got
possibly
brand new grays this year, and I think they were, if not my favorite, one of the best jerseys that we have, and I feel like it shows here. I mean, some definite impact. An unfortunate tip backwards for Day-Day. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, backcourt violation as Chandler couldn't come up with the pass cleanly. Seahawks getting a little sloppy here. 36-19 lead. Seahawks defense playing amazing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's one of those good things that you can rely on your defense here, but one thing you don't want to do against any team is, is kind of be complacent with where you are. I mean, anybody can fight back into the game there.
And Solomon David finishes through the contact, going to the line to try and convert this 3-point play. That's a second and 1 of the game.
I mean, prove me wrong. Every time I say something, it seems to go the right way for the Seahawks, but they've done a great job of exactly what we've said. We can't really get complacent in any game because basketball is a very fast-paced game and a lot of scoring, so at any point it can go right down to those
rebound.
last few
Carmack
minutes.
off the free throw gets stripped. Ball will stay with the Seahawks as Carmack's going to check out here, and so is Solomon David. Brett Schultz coming in the game. Brett Schultz really hasn't had the best of games so far. Struggled a little bit in his minutes in the first half. JP from 3. Air ball. Might have been tipped. Kenny now running the floor. Gives to Jackson. Crisfield trying to set up this offense. Kenny thought about it. Gives to Jackson. Jackson for 3. He's got that one to go. Cuts the lead down.
Reflecting on, our whole team and Brett Schultz, the great thing about sports is sometimes there's things that really the stat sheet doesn't measure. And overall, I feel like he's done a great job out there of giving it what he's had. I mean, we've seen him work back on defense plenty. We saw him the one time go back
as
before
he gets
the
that offensive rebound, but it gets blocked.
I mean, we got an offensive rebound earlier, and he was already back on defense in his stance ready to go. I mean, that's somebody you want out there. There's one of the great things about him on both the football field and the court is he's giving it what he's got.
Purnell to inbound. Gets it into Chandler. Finishes, or tried to get it to go through the contact. Won't get it to go. Kenny running the floor. Ball batted around. Brown's going to come up with it and get the layup. This leads down to 14. If I was Coach Johnson, I'd take a timeout here.
Yeah, maybe get an extra second here just kind of to kill some momentum here.
Bucksbaum out to Purnell. Purnell's going to take the mid-range shot. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Chandler. That one tipped. Seahawks playing sloppy now. KJ is going to take it. He gets that one stripped away from behind by Purnell. Fast break now. Purnell, nice spin move, mid-range, gets that one to go. That was a really nice move there.
That was beautiful. Click of the little B button there. Give him the little Xbox spin move and pulls up there. Nothing but net.
Martino Jackson now working on Fields. He's going to pull up from the mid-range. He gets that one to go. Both teams trading mid-range buckets. Seahawks going small with Purnell and Fields out there. Chandler, probably the tallest guy on the court. Pass inside to Schultz. Schultz gets that one to go. Chandler passed that one to Schultz before he was even in the spot, but he knew where he was going to be.
That's that trust earlier. We've talked about it from coaching to Carmack. From player to player, you've got to have trust with your guys. That's one of the issues you see with any team, professional sports or high school. Oftentimes, these teams won't trust each other, but Decatur in all sports, I feel like, does a fantastic job of having great team chemistry.
KJ now, he's got some handles on him, gives to Brown. Back out to KJ to the corner to Kenny. Corner three won't go. Rebound Fields. Fields to Purnell. Purnell to Fields. Directing the offense, gives to Chandler. To Bucksbaum. Bucksbaum mid-range. Too short. Rebound Brown. Crisfield wants to get out and run. Now they slow it down. That's really their game, is taking it slow as KJ's going to take the mid-range. He gets that one to go. Crisfield playing a lot better in the second half.
They've kind of cleaned up on their major mistake. I mean, you said it right there. It's kind of their ability to now take their time and kind of see what they have before kind of shooting it too earlier, just not really anticipating.
Back from that short 30-second timeout. Blake, what are you looking for the Seahawks to do coming out of this timeout here?
I feel like, again, the major keys of teamwork, you know, the effort, they're all there. It's just kind of finishing in that final phase. We just got to have a couple more shots drop, and the score will reflect on that.
Purnell now gives to Chandler, back to Purnell. Seahawks setting up their offense. Elijah Fields gives to Chandler in the corner. Thought about it. He's going to drive. Nice pass to Purnell, pump fake. He's trying to drive. Gives to Chandler. Back to Purnell. To Fields in the corner. Pass deflected. Crisfield, fast break. Nice pass up ahead to John Kenny. 12-point lead now for the Seahawks. 37 seconds left. JP gives to Chandler. This zone giving the Seahawks some troubles. Chandler's going to pull up for three. Air ball.
Unfortunate miss there. It's going to leave the Crabbers with an opportunity for the last shot. But with their last opportunity, which is, again, something I feel like important, they took the best shot available, which is sometimes what you have to do.
As Kenny kicks to Lee in the corner, they're going to call a blocking foul on Brett Schultz. Excuse me, that was Sturgis in the corner. 17.8 seconds left. Crisfield can cut this lead down to single digits.
You saw some frustration there. I mean, after that shot, he pulled up from three, and it was good. That's one of those unfortunate things. I'd be frustrated myself.
As, excuse me, Kenny's going to go to the line to try and cut this lead down to 10. That was the fifth foul on the Seahawks, so Crisfield in the bonus. First free throw will go. Seahawks, second half, gotten a little bit sloppy. They've been playing good, but some missed opportunities, I would say.
Yeah, that's usually how some of these games go. I mean, sometimes somebody's not able to put it in every time, but we've had a couple great opportunities to have some nice putback shots for each other. You know, that first one doesn't go and the teammate's there to put in the rebound.
Lead down to 10. Purnell drives, gets it. Looked like it was a bad pass. Bucksbaum to Purnell. Purnell's going to put up the three. Won't get the buzzer beater to go. And that'll be it for the third quarter. Seahawks lead 42-32. We'll take a short break. Be right back with you.
Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, lots of action right here in Seahawks Gymnasium the rest of the week. Again, tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, Unified Strength and Conditioning takes on Snow Hill. That's a 4 o'clock start there. And then on Thursday, girls basketball, both JV and Varsity take on Mardella for 4:30 and 6 o'clock tip-off. Wrestling is here against Huntingtown at 4 o'clock. And then on Saturday, Wycomico rolls into town for a 10:30 and noon start. Come and join us. If you can't join us in person, join us online at youtube.com/SDHS Sports.
Back to start the fourth quarter. Quarter where legends are made. Seahawks lead 42-32, a lot closer than we expected. Seahawks led at half by about 20. What are you looking for the Seahawks to do here to extend this lead?
I think exactly what you said. Let's finish these chances. Let's get the lead back to what it was. I feel like this is the smallest deficit for Crisfield tonight. So we're going to try to reverse that again, kind of go back to these first quarter tendencies of just putting away early opportunities.
Noah Tucker gives to Solomon David. Almost got his third and one of the game. He'll go to the line to shoot two. That was a good find there. Seahawks have their starters out there. Carmack, the only one in foul trouble with 3.
But even that, they have a little bit of room to work. It's not something you can really be too concerned with at this point. I mean, there's plenty of basketball left to play, which means there's plenty of opportunity, and you want your guys out there.
First free throw will go. Carmack, Loring, David, Chandler, Tucker, the 5 out there for the Seahawks. Second free throw will go. That puts the lead back to 12. Crisfield with a chance to cut it to single digits here. 7:47 left in this fourth quarter. Martino Jackson drives. He's had the ball a lot for Crisfield. He's going to pull up mid-range. That one too short. Ball on the ground. Seahawks come up with it. Chandler now. Bad pass. Stolen by Sturgis. Nice passing there by Crisfield.
Like some Harlem Globetrotters out there. Give him the 1, not the 2. Give him the 1, 2, 3.
Cuts the lead down to 10. Chandler hasn't had his best game. Still played well, though. Tucker gives to Carmack. Almost got the and one. Rattled around that rim.
I feel like so far where this game has been won and lost, I mean, there have been a lot of points from deep, especially for the Crabbers. But it's this inside area. It's getting those offensive rebounds, which the Seahawks have dominated so far tonight. And just getting those putback opportunities.
Carmack on the line to shoot 2. As Nolan and I were saying in the JV game, you got to make your free throws, especially late in the game. And that one does go. Second free throw, trying to get a 2 out of 2. Carmack, a pretty good free throw shooter. Second free throw Does not go, but Lauren gets the rebound. Great hustle there. Gives to Carmack. Bad pass. Lucky that wasn't stolen. Chandler comes up with a cross-court pass to Tucker. Tucker for three. Bang!
Little leaning three ball there right into his coach's lap.
Yes. That extends the lead to 14. Martino Jackson to KJ. KJ, he's going to try a three ball. That one deflected. Rebound Solomon David. Gives to David Chandler. To Noah Tucker. He's going to drive. That one was blocked by Jackson. He got up there.
He did. I mean, he kind of flew up, and he saw there. Tucker thought there was a little bit of contact there. Kind of looking for one of those shooting fouls.
Brown set the screen. Kenny got Carmack to jump, but lost it. Ball will go to the Seahawks. Seahawks looking to extend this lead. Seahawks will go on the road versus Y-High tomorrow. Should be a great one.
Absolutely, and I mean, we'll continue on this trend of these next couple games here, hoping to extend to 15-1, maybe even 16-1 if my math's a little bit off.
No, you got it with the 15.
15,
No,
cool.
16, my bad.
Yeah, because we're counting today.
Yeah. Both our math is off.
Yeah. So, yeah, continuing, we've got Y-High away tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Lauren can't get that one to go. Go ahead, read the schedule for us.
See if anything exciting happens real quick.
We'll do it on the break in the action. Solomon David for three. Won't go. Rebound Jackson.
Okay, with a slow little bring up here now, next will be Mardella, which will be on Thursday at Mardella, 6 p.m. again. And then for the second time in 4 days, they'll face Y-High, but this time at home at 12 p.m. on Saturday.
Looking to come away, hopefully all victories.
Again, these are all very good games with the Y-High, hoping to be some of the best, as they're always one of the most competitive teams, not only in the Bayside, but in the region and
David Chandler
state.
wide open three. Won't go. He's having a little bit of an off night shooting. KJ now gives to the corner to Sturgis.
I say one thing we can do is, some of those shots maybe that have a little too much or maybe not enough. I think his hand might just weigh a little too much from getting that second ring.
Seahawks looking to start a new home win streak as their 30 consecutive home win streak was broken versus Cardozo. 30 straight games.
I mean, you talk about the all-time great teams. You're thinking of college football, Georgia. You're thinking of Alabama. You think of the Stephen Decatur Seahawks.
As that one will go. Nice move there by Jackson. 30 straight home victories.
It's definitely something here, and I mean, Cardozo's not a bad team to lose it to. A team finishing over 900 record last year. And
Solomon David's going to take it, gets fouled. He's going to shoot two.
4 left to play in the fourth. 48-36, Seahawks lead.
Solomon David looking to extend this lead. Seahawks lead by 12. No David Chandler. Free throw will go. I don't think the Seahawks have missed a free throw yet. And probably shouldn't have said that.
We're not going to jinx it here. I'm knocking on the bleachers next to me.
And that's the announcer's jinx, isn't it?
I'm going to blame that one on you, Sean.
Yeah, that's my fault, guys.
I was going to say for these next 4 minutes, I feel like free throws might be what the crowd does. We're going to have to go mute on you guys. Whatever it takes to win.
KJ now gives to Sturgis. Sturgis for three. That's good. Lead down to 10, 49-39. Seahawk lead, 4:22 left. Seahawks got to be careful here.
We've done a good job of extending that lead, but right when we do it, we bring it to that 15-point margin. Foul at the 3 line.
Yeah, Solomon David's going to go to the line to shoot three. Foul was on to Caden Whittington.
So before I shut my mouth here, we've done a great job of, clawing the lead back out to larger than 10, getting that 15-point, but then we're letting Crisfield get back into it. They've been a competitive team, and, I mean, they have not given up yet. Always finding a way to cut down the score back to around this 8 to 10-point margin they've been in all night.
First free throw will go. Looking to make it 3 out of 3 at the line. Second free throw will go. As the Seahawks only missing 1 free throw on the night. I've seen an improvement as the season's gone on in their free throw shooting. You know, beginning of the year they weren't too good at the line, but as the year's going on, they've improved.
We'll call it rusty. You know, it's one of those things. You know, you're coming out of season of other things. They're just out of games. I mean, it's one of those skills you don't necessarily get worse at, but you just got to find your rhythm again. Everybody has their ritual they follow, so they just get back into practice of that, and it's starting to fall.
KJ, nice dribble move. He's going to pull it from the mid-range. That one off the mark. Solomon David now deflected and stolen by Kenny. He's got an easy layup. He gets that one to go. Lead down to 11. Timeout, Crisfield. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with you. Back from that timeout, Seahawks lead by 11, 52-41. And what are you seeing from Crisfield that's led to this improvement over the course of the second half?
I think it's been the resilience out there. They have not given up on each other, and they've kept pulling up. I mean, sometimes you see teams get discouraged and even change their play styles when shots aren't falling. They have not done that. They've missed a three ball. They come out and they make the next one.
Crisfield now coming out in the press. They're going to trap. Gives to Solomon David. He drives. And he's going to get fouled. He's been going to the line a lot tonight.
And it's been working. I mean, we've seen him, you know, either make the layups and mid-range shots or get fouled and sent to the line, where he's been extremely efficient so far.
As the Seahawks are now in the bonus. His head is big with 3:39 left in this fourth quarter.
What that means for anyone who is unaware is every foul now, no matter what, will send a Seahawk to the line.
First free throw will go. Trying to make it 2 out of 2 for the line. Second free throw, in and out. Rebound Lee. Kenny directing the offense here late in the game. Screen set by Lee. Trying to run that pick and roll, deflected by Carmack. Will stay with the Crabbers. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Crisfield's going to have to start making a move here if they want to come back. 12-point lead. Sturgis now gives to KJ. KJ drives on Purnell. Step back. Nice move. Mid-range, in and out. Rebound Chandler. Don't be in a hurry here if you're the Seahawks. Don't be in a rush to win.
Not at all. We've got plenty of time to waste this clock down, and this possession management is what is going to close out the game.
Purnell gives to Solomon, to Tucker for 3. That one didn't go. Off Crisfield's foot. Gives to David Chandler. Can't get that one to go, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. Looks like Crisfield came up with the rebound, and it went off someone's foot right to Chandler.
That's one of those unlucky things at the end of the game. I mean, it's not even a loss of focus. It's more of just one of those things that just happens as everybody gets tired.
First free throw won't go by Chandler. David Chandler just hasn't seemed like himself today. Maybe he's catching the sickness that's been around Decatur, I've heard.
I think it's flu Decatur now because I've heard a majority of my friends are actually out with the flu. And you told me earlier there's a couple hundred people out of the buildings.
Yes, I was told 300 today by Mr. Kinnear.
I mean, that's like a whole grade level of students just missing. And that's just not only students, but staff, teachers, just kind of everybody in the school trying to avoid the sickness, if anything.
As this lead is now 10, and that's going to be a turnover. They're going to call it 3 seconds on Carmack.
I think we'll call 10 the magic number tonight because that is usually what this point differential has been. One team will cut it even closer, and then the other will bring it back to what it has been.
KJ now looking to cut this lead to single digits. Tucker with the steal up ahead to Purnell. Gets the layup to go. He took a hard fall. Martino Jackson now trying to make something happen. They love that step back to John Kenny, to the corner to Sturgis. Corner 3, too short. Rebound Tucker. Pass up ahead to Solomon David. He's going to drive, and he's going to get fouled. Looks like he got hit in the head there.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of hands to the face there, but he's able to brush it off as he knows this is going to be another opportunity. I feel like that's one of the good things with basketball. It's an immediate scoring opportunity, most fouls. I feel like in other sports, you talk about soccer, football, maybe it helps you get to these scoring opportunities, but it's not a direct chance. Whereas in basketball, these fouls are pretty much most of the time directly translating to points.
First free throw won't go, as you got to make your free throws towards the end of the game. 12-point lead, minute 52 left. Crisfield's going to need a lot. Second free throw won't go. That's not what you want if you're the Seahawks. Now Crisfield has a chance, definitely. KJ guarded closely by Purnell. Purnell, a good defender. KJ stolen by Solomon David. And he's going to slam it down. Solomon David with his first dunk at the Hawks' Nest.
And I mean, what a one here. Number one, to kick back off this home streak, but more importantly, just to seal off this game.
To John Kenny now. Crisfield's going to have to hurry up if they want to even have a chance. Martino Jackson's going to drive baseline. Nice behind the back pass to Lee. Wow.
Kind of lost me for a second, honestly.
That was one of the best passes I've seen all year.
100% there. I mean, it's one of those novelty things, that you think only looks cool, but it's a very effective move there. I mean, losing defenders in the process. Unfortunate there not to fall for Crisfield's initial shot.
Lee, first free throw, no good. He's yet to get on the board tonight. First free throw was a little hard off the glass. Lee likes to take his time at the line here. Second free throw will go. Decatur inbounds to David, back to Chandler. Minute 10 left. Seahawks lead by 13. You want to run down some clock here for the Seahawks.
For sure. I mean, we're looking at it here. If this is executed correctly, this should only be about 2 or 3 more possessions in total for the rest of the game.
Purnell working on KJ. Gives to Chandler. 8 seconds on the shot clock. You want to definitely score here. Chandler's going to pull for 3. Off back iron. Rebound Lee. Martino Jackson, 40 seconds left. He's going to drive. Gets it taken away. Carmack, the big fella, leading on the fast break, and he slams it down. Raise the roof here at the Hawks' Nest. Judah Carmack. He took off from that white line almost.
I mean, he saw what Solomon did and said, give me some of that.
As that will do it. Oh, we're going to have a timeout here by Crisfield.
I mean, honestly, that was a little nice floater there right before he said that. Was decent shot there from Crisfield. We got 12.4 left to play. Seahawks now with a 13-point lead. Let's see if they can close it out.
We'll take a short break. Be right back with you. back after that short timeout. Seahawks lead 59-46, 12.4 seconds left. That will be the game. Well, essentially the game.
Still tight defense here. It's been the aim of the game. They've not given up this entire time, and Crisfield's going to get the ball one more time.
Seahawks will go to 13-1. Crisfield will move to 1-11. Seahawks currently in the region standings for 3A East are the 1 seed, so you want to keep that because this then you would get every playoff game at home till the semifinals.
Yeah, exactly.
And we know this home crowd is amazing. They always
absolutely.
show up.
And something you see there is, like you said, you'll get it until the state semifinals, and that's not because somebody will have a better record. That's because it moves to a neutral site.
We'll stay with you after Crisfield called a timeout with 1 second left.
Not 0.9, 1.0.
So what do you like what have you liked from the Seahawks this game? What have they done right?
I mean, the effort's definitely been there all night. We've continued to extend the lead even when it's been cut down a little bit. We've seen guys like Brett Schultz, Day-Day, Caleb. They've showed up in these other ways other than the stat sheet that sometimes go underappreciated. We've killed offensive rebounds, and that's kind of kept us in this game. Just because the first guy misses the shot does not mean the second one will.
As with 1 second left, the Seahawks are going to inbound. I don't even think a miracle would get Crisfield back. 1 second left. Seahawks lead by 11.
I mean, almost. Have you seen that one Jokic shot where he throws it and just punches it up?
Yes.
That's kind of what we're thinking here. But that'll be the final for you guys tonight, 59-48. Like you said, your 13-1 Seahawks continue the 3A East reign.
It was great to join you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.
Athletics. Boys basketball, always appreciated. Have a good night. Boys are back in action here on Saturday, 10:30 and noon tip-off. Girls are here on Thursday. Wrestling here on Friday. As always, if you can't join us in person, join us online. YouTube.com/SDHS Sports. Have a great night. Have a safe trip home. We'll see you next time.